What's up, Bulldogs, and welcome to this week's news show. I'm Molly Hotek.
And I'm Claire Davis. This week we covered baseball,
the Teacher of the Year Award,
senior projects, The baseball season kicked off this week, and reporters Chloe Lavelle and Bryn Stewart attended a game to tell us more.
BNN sat down with varsity baseball players Eli Lucas and Trenton McCain to discuss the start of the season.
I'm Trenton, I'm a junior. I've been playing baseball since I was about 5.
I'm Eli Lucas, I'm a junior, and I've been playing baseball for 12 years.
I'm a catcher. We have to work with our pitchers, keep them strong. We control the whole field, like on plays, tell everybody where to throw the ball and help our pitchers control the tempo.
I'm a catcher, and basically we're the people that are behind the plate, catching the pitchers and running the game pretty much.
So personally, out of the 2 games we've played, I've caught both games. I have definitely found some things to work on, but I've done good at other things.
It's gone pretty good. Seen a lot of improvement in different areas that needed to be improved.
Junior Trenton McCain tells us what season and off-season practices are like during the year.
So during season we have practices Monday through Saturday, around 3 hours. Off season we have weights 2 days, and then we have baseball 2 days for 4 hours total on both of those. It's hard. I mean, it's a lot of time for baseball, but anytime I have to do school, I have to take it. Like, I have to utilize my resources and all that stuff.
They prepared us very well. We're ready. We came out first game, won big time. They prepared us good.
We've trained stuff over and over to make sure we have it memorized and everything. We've done a lot of stuff to get ready for this season.
Just being the best we can be and performing how we should perform.
We focus on just winning each game, playing each game like it's a championship game, and putting forth our best effort. Just come out, give it a try. If it's not for you, it's not for you, but we'd like to have you out.
If you want to play, play. It's a fun sport. The bonds you create with people, you can't compare it to anything else, and it's fun.
This is Bryn and Chloe reporting for BNN.
The most recent recipient of Columbus North's Teacher of the Year Award was English teacher Mr. Spencer. BNN reporters Caden Pinkerton and Darren Riley tell us more.
This week, BNN sat down with David Spencer and Jeffrey Metz to talk about Teacher of the Year.
I'm David Spencer. I teach English 11.
And my name is Jeff Metz. I teach design fundamentals, graphic design and layout, and graphic imaging technology.
Wow, winning Teacher of the Year was a huge surprise. It was like everyone in our English department was called down for a meeting, and they wouldn't tell us what the meeting was for. And we thought like, oh, someone's in trouble, or there's gonna be something bad. So then they announced there was a winner, and when they said my name, it was not expected. This is my 11th year teaching, so I think year after year you try to improve and get better at it, but you're not in it for the awards. So my first reaction was just sort of to deflect and be humble. I didn't want anybody to feel like this was something that I sought after, but it's kind of just like the rest of the school supporting you for doing a good job.
I think it was pretty cool, but it was, at the time, I was a little bit embarrassed by it, and I think it was just because it caught me way off guard. And there's just so many great teachers here with C4 that I was amazed to know that I was one of them.
My favorite part about teaching is just sitting in a room with people and discussing books. We get to read novels, and the novels we choose at this school are usually pretty complex. It's just neat to kind of see what young people think, whether it's a novel of a living author or a novel of someone that died a long time ago. It's neat to discuss what we still have in common.
I like the way the students keep me young. They challenge me to be better at what I do. I can't let them get ahead of me with the program, so I have to always work really hard at staying in front of them with that.
I hope they remember feelings of reflection, like those private moments when you're reading something or you just had a good discussion and like the bell's about to ring and you're like, oh, the bell's about to ring, so I'm gonna get out of here. But like when the bell rings, you're still kind of like thinking about whatever you were doing in class, and like you leave class and you're still kind of thinking about some idea. So when I was in high school, like those were the moments that meant the most to me. When I was in college, those were the moments that stuck with me. So I just hope like when they leave and the bell rings, they have those memories of like walking out in the hallway but still being kind of dazed and confused about what did we just read in class.
I hope my students and all my students, I hope they remember how much fun they had in my class, how much they learned, and how much knowledge they gained, but especially if I want them to remember one thing: if they're smiling, they're learning.
This is Darren Riley
and Caden Pinkerton
reporting for BNN.
As the deadline for senior projects approaches, we spoke to some students to get their perspective on it. Reporters Michaela Brown and Emily Torres tell us more.
This week, BNN sat down with several seniors to discuss how they feel about turning in their projects and preparing for presentations at the end of the month.
My name is Eric Stavenheim and I'm a senior.
My name is Matthew Hager. I'm a senior here at Columbus North High School.
For my senior project, I created a dog agility hoop for the animal shelter.
I hosted a basketball clinic for grades kindergarten through 2nd grade at Parks Elementary School.
So my challenge was having to create the hoop, the actual hoop that the dog can jump through. Had to have a slit in it so that the leash for the dog could go through it.
What challenges did I face? I faced the issue of being able to cope with a younger group of kids, as I'm used to more mature and high school age kids, and the value of patience.
Favorite part was just having fun and then just coming up with new ideas and then putting it all together to see that it was a good product that worked.
My favorite part was probably being able to get back to community and the school that started up, where I made the basketball team there so I could help them out to be ready for their tryouts.
I guess it feels relaxing to be done with the actual content, I guess. I can just kind of relax now and have focus on my classes.
It feels good. It felt like a burden was lifted off my shoulder, and now it was just time to get the presentation ready.
There's always a little bit of nervousness that the presentations are so close, but I mean, that's what high school will prepare you for, those moments, and then you just go out there and you do you.
I am kind of nervous about it, but I feel like I'm prepared enough, and Mr. Campbell's prepared us enough to be able to ace it.
Of course, I am taking time to go over what I'm going to say, look at my presentation, make sure I got everything down, and then just keep on practicing.
To prepare for my presentation, I am rehearsing. I'm practicing the presentation, going over the slides, and making note cards so I don't have to stare at the slides the whole time.
I would say for incoming seniors to just stay on time, work on your, just stay on time, really.
Some advice I'd give is don't procrastinate on any of the prerequisites like job shadowing and community service. It'll come back to get you, and just stay on top of all your work in that class if you choose to take that class.
This is Emily and Michaela reporting for BNN.
And that's all for this week's news show. I'm Molly Hotek.
And I'm Claire Davis. And as always, you're watching Bulldog News Network.